A very great, amazing, good morning to all of you. How are you guys? All fantastic, amazing, fantabulous? Yes? Ready to start with the next chapter now, are we? Yes or no? Right? So keep that in mind. We have already covered our first two chapters, basics of income tax and residential status. Okay, please in the residential status keep that in mind. There are certain amendments, so please give that. Please give importance to that. Absolutely, okay, for residential status at least. All right, especially the amendments. What was the amendment, bachcho? In your basic condition number 2, है ना? If a person is leaving India for job, okay, or a crew of merchant navy ship, in that case, basic condition number 2, we will replace the 60 days with 182 days. And in case of an Indian citizen or person of Indian origin, if he is coming to India for visit, in that case, we will replace what, bachcho? Tell me. Again, in basic condition number 2, 60 days with what, bachcho? 182 days. But the same Indian person or Indian citizen or person of Indian origin, if he is earning more than rupees 15 lakhs from Indian income, then in that case, the 60 days we will replace with 120 days. Yes or no? I hope you are remembering. I hope you are revising on regular basis, right? Please do that. Tax is a very big subject, okay? Income tax itself is a very big, you can say, concept, or you can say part. So please, I hope you have already read with your ICS study material. Did you get it or no? Have you already registered for Inter? Have you already ordered for books? Bachcho, tell me. Yes, Pushkar, you can always share that on the group or with me as well, okay? Did you get the notes or not from ICS study material also? So I hope you have already read the entire first and second chapter, word to word, please, okay? I'm telling you again, income tax is quite vast or wide, again, from your point of view or at your level. So even in classroom, I cannot take word to word from ICS study material, okay? I cannot take word to word. That is next to impossible. Fine till here? But obviously we are covering substantial. But I don't want you to miss any particular word or something or the other given in material. They have given too much actually in material, unnecessarily also. But please go through it once. Yes, everybody. Let's go ahead. Yes or no? Let's go ahead, everybody. Ready? So please write down in your notebook now. New chapter for today. New chapter for today, बच्चों. Okay, agricultural income, है ना? Ready? Agricultural income. Do we tax बच्चों agriculture income? Do we tax बच्चों agriculture income? Tell me that. Do we? Do we tax agricultural income? बच्चों, tell me that. Exempted. It is what, bachcho? Sorry, it is exempted, right? Yes. But who told you it was exempted? Who was the first person, or we can say where was it firstly mentioned that agricultural income should not be taxed, or income tax is levied on income other than agricultural income? Tell me this. Tell me this. It was mentioned in where, bachcho? In the constitution itself. In the constitution itself, it was mentioned. Yes or no? Correct, eh? We have seen that in chapter number 1 itself. Where is it? Check. We had seen that in constitution itself, bachcho. Constitution. Entry number 82. Do you remember? All these words are important, okay? Yes or no? From first chapter, if you remember. Check. Entry number 82 said what? Check. Income other than agricultural income will be taxed, isn't it? So over there itself, we had seen that we cannot tax as such agricultural income, but still, however, okay, we tax it. We do tax it. Okay. Do I have the notes over here? Let me just check quickly. Do I have it? It again feels like deja vu, bachcho. Deja vu. Do you know what is deja vu? I would be having it, obviously. Just a minute, bachcho. Okay, I have do it, but yeah, fine. Let's see it later. Anyways, so we as it is, we are going to see that in the next chapter also, chapter number 4. Okay, chapter number 4, we are going to see that. Okay. Chapter number next one which we are going to see. It talks about section 10. Pay attention. Section 10. Okay. That is income not forming part of total income. Income not forming part of bachcho what? Total income. Okay. Check this. Income which do not form part of total income. This is what we are going to learn later on. Which is also known as what bachcho? Exempt income. Which is also known as what bachcho? Exempt income. Yes, till here. And in that, one of those income will be bachcho agricultural income. It says that agricultural income is not to be taxed. Agricultural income is not to be taxed. Are you understand till here? Yes, everybody? Fine. So that is given in what bachcho section number 10. Are you understand till here? This entire part, incomes which do not form part of total income, are given in section 10. And obviously there are many, you can say, subsections given in section 10, which states which all type of incomes will not be taxed. Are you understanding till here? Remember? Which all types of income will not be taxed. Clear? Done? So let's go now to our notes and let's check what is it actually saying. Check, pay attention. Section 10. What is what to section 10? I can repeat. What is section 10? It is section for all the exempt incomes. It is section for all the exempt incomes. Okay, it is a group. Section 10 mainly is for those incomes which will not be taxed. So if at all you see any name or any type of income in section 10, you have to understand that it is not to be taxed. However, obviously, please keep in mind there will be lots of terms and conditions attached. Okay, income tax is not that easy, or income tax is not going to let go of certain income which will not be taxed. So there are obviously some terms and conditions attached. Okay, it is not something like by default it will be exempted. Fine till here. Okay, let's go ahead, everybody. Pay attention. The reason for totally exempting agricultural income from the scope of central income tax is that under the constitution, the CG has no power to levy a tax on directly agricultural income. Are you understanding earlier, bachcho? CG was not allowed by constitution itself to tax agricultural income. That's why even you cannot do anything about it. Or when we say there are, you can say, farmers who are rich farmers, we should tax them, but still there is no scope of taxing them. That is not allowed by the constitution itself. So our basic framework of our country is like that we do not tax farmers, or you can say agricultural income. The word used is what, bachcho? Agricultural income. But then comes our picture of, twisting with the words or twisting with the law or understanding of the words or law. Then obviously the question arises, what is agricultural income? Are you understanding? Then obviously comes the question or the case, what is then agricultural income? Are you understanding till here? So now you have to keep something in mind that only and only if it is agricultural income, only and only if it is agricultural income, we will not tax it. or we cannot tax it. But if it is not an agricultural income, then what will you do, bachcho? We will tax it. Are you understanding one basic thing here or no? Are you understanding? The constitution said do not tax agricultural income. So if it is agricultural income, we will not tax it. But if it is not agricultural income, we can tax it or we will tax it. Yes or no? Got it? Clear? Everybody? Yes, Elia? Understood, Elia? But tell me quickly. Yes? So first and foremost, you have to... I hope all of you are getting this notes. Huh? I hope you have got the notes, everybody. Over here. These notes are there with you. So check. What is the most funny part, or you can say the most... You can say irony part. We are not going to tax agricultural income, but agricultural income or agriculture itself is not defined in Income Tax Act. That is such a nice thing. So your Income Tax Act, or you can say income tax law, is free. You can say to understand the meaning of the word agricultural income with the help of certain notifications, guidelines, as well as your judgments from the courts, okay, from the judiciary. All right. So check. Whoever are live, please comment in the live chat box, okay? Whoever are there. Agriculture or agricultural purpose is not defined in the act itself. So you have to obviously understand it from our common parlance, okay? Common parlance, you understand? Common language. You know, day-to-day language which we speak, common parlance. Or you can say from your court judgments, okay? Court judgments. Are you understanding, Leo? Court judgments. Fine? Clear, everybody? All right. Please read this part, first part. I hope all of you are live now. Yes? Whoever were required to be in the class, everybody? All right, let's go ahead, everybody. Okay. Check. Section 2, subsection 1A says what? Definition of agricultural income, okay? Definition of the word agricultural income is given in the act. Now again, I'm repeating again and again and again and again and again. If it is agricultural income, if it is bachcho agricultural income, then it is taxable or exempt. Tell me quickly. Only and only if it is agricultural income, it is taxable or exempt. It will be bachcho exempt. Are you understanding here? Yes, right. And that is what we are going to learn. The intricacies. We say agricultural income is exempt. I agree. We completely agree with that. But it should also fall in the definition of, it should be there in the definition of agricultural income. You know? Only then we will say it is bachcho exempt. Are you understanding here? Got it, everybody? Yes? Pakka? Yeah? Alright, let's go ahead, everybody. Let's go ahead. So now please. Now what does again law say? Agricultural income may arise in any of the following 3 ways. So in a way, Act has said that there are 3 ways by which agricultural income may arise, or agricultural income will be there. 3 ways. Yes or no? Okay. Chalo. First and foremost, check. Rent or revenue. Revenue means again income. Derived from land situated in India and used for bachcho agricultural purposes. Okay, you will say what is the connection in agriculture, bachcho? Now please pay attention. There is a land. I hope you know the word bachcho, barren land and fertile land. Have you heard of that? Barren land and fertile land. Barren means what, bachcho? Nothing can grow on that. Or you can see it's lots of rocks and all over there. It cannot grow. That is something known as barren land. Okay? And fertile obviously means what? You can obviously grow on it. Okay? Yes or no? Clear till everybody? Yes or no? Fine? So, okay, fine. What is the kind of income you are seeing here? There is a land, first of all. Yes, very good, nice. This land has to be used for agricultural purpose. So let us grow some crops over here. Okay, these are crops. Understand that? Assume now. Okay, these are what crops. Correct, Ilya? Yes. So there is a land, and the land is used for bachcho agricultural purpose, and land is in India. Please keep that in mind also. Okay, this is your in India. Let us say. Fine. Okay. Now you tell me again. Are we getting the income from selling the crops, or is it some other income? Tell me this. Are we getting the income or the person who is getting the income, is he earning from? You can contact me, Srinivasa. You can contact me here. Okay. Nine 600 92752. Okay. It is right now. My website is under maintenance. That's why I'm not being active on my website. So you can get in touch with me here. Okay. Anyways, rest of you tell me. There is an agricultural land. There is a land in India. It is used for agricultural purpose. It is in India. Now, what is the income? Do you tell me now? Are we earning income from selling of the crops? Or is it some other type of income? Tell me, everybody. Come on. Fine, Srinivasa. No problem. We'll talk in evening, Srinivasa, on phone so I can guide you properly. So you can join my live batch also. And then you can take pen drive also. That is not an option. That is not an issue. We'll see about that. All of you, come on. What kind of income is it? I have given you India. I have given you land. I have given you that land is used for agricultural purpose. But what is the income? Are we selling the crops? No. We are earning bachcho rent income. We are earning bachcho rent income. Are you understanding or no? That means you tell me now, bachcho. Our assessee is the landlord or not of the land. Now you may say, well, what is this? What is this rubbishness? We say agriculture income, and agriculture income you're talking about rent. Yes, agriculture income is talking about what you rent also, as per section 2(1)(a). It said that agriculture income can arise from three ways, and one of the ways is what you're getting rent. Getting rent. Are you understand till here? Rent from which land? Agricultural land, used for agricultural purposes. That land is in India. And what are you getting? What is the income? But you rent. You are getting rent from that land. Understood or no? Even that will be treated as agricultural income. Clear till here, bachcho? Yes or no? Please ask me. If at all you have any doubts, please. Okay? Done till here? Sure, pakka. Done? Let's go ahead, everybody. I cannot see most of your comments, so please keep on commenting in between. Now check what all conditions are there. If the agricultural land is situated in a foreign country, then condition is not met. Then the conditions are not met, bachcho. All these conditions should be satisfied. Only then we will say it is agricultural income. Yes or no? So land has to be utilized. Land has to be first of all there in India. Second, it has to be used for agricultural purpose only. Yes or no? And then we are getting rent income. Only in that case, the rent income will be treated as agricultural income, and then it will be treated as exempt or not taxable income. Got it till here? Okay. Yes. Bakka or no? Yeah, everybody. So check. If it is a foreign country, let us say, I give you an example. I have a land in Nepal. Yes or no? I have given it on rent to somebody in Nepal, Nepalese, and he is using this land for agricultural purpose. है ना? He is using the land for agricultural purpose. I have a land in Nepal, बच्चों. ठीक है? I am going to get rent income. I am going to get बच्चों what rent income? My rent income will be agricultural income or not? Tell me now. My rent income will be agricultural income or not? Tell me now. It will not be agricultural income because the land is not in India. Yes or no? It will not be agricultural income because it is not situated in India. Yes or no? Clear? Okay. Let us check. I have land in Uttar Pradesh, India. I have an agricultural land, okay, in Uttar Pradesh. Alright, till here. I am getting bachcho rent from that land. I am getting bachcho rent from that land. I have an agricultural land. My land is there. But I have on that land put some tents over there. Lots of tents. Okay. Lots of tents over there. So that people like us who stay in city, we don't know how to agricultural land. We don't never visit. So I've done some kind of, you can say, agricultural tourism over there. So I put some land, some tents over there, some tents. And people come and visit over there. They stay over there in the agricultural land. And they give me rent income from the tents. Yes? Are you understanding? So land is in India. It is agricultural land. But I'm getting rent income from the putting some tents over there. Tents. Okay, Delio? Got it, everybody? Now, in that case, tell me, Bacho, this is my agricultural income or not? Tell me. Is this my agricultural income or not? Tell me quickly. It will not be Bacho agricultural income because it is not used for agricultural purposes. Yes or no? It is not agricultural income because it is not used for what, Bacho? Agricultural purposes. True or not? Very good. So this is what you have to understand, Bacho. Good? Understood. Very good. So all the conditions should be what? Satisfied. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now, the amount received in money or in kind. See, first of all, I hope you are understanding the first category which we are looking at, agricultural income. Our assessee is landlord. He owns the land. Which land? Agricultural land. Where? Situated in India. What is this used for? Agricultural purposes. Keep that in mind. So he's earning rent income. Okay, landlord. Okay, this is first of all the category of type of agricultural income. Okay, so amount of money received. So the amount received in money. What? I'm talking of rent. You know? Or in kind. Tell me this, but what is this meaning of this? Can you get rent also in kind? Now, this is a kind of an old, you can say, concept. It is still widely used today also. Something known as on a sharing basis. Sharing basis. Okay? Pay attention. Sharing basis. In our, at least in my culture, or you can say my native town, they call it as neem batai. Neem batai. That means, neem means I think half. Batai means sharing. Okay? Land is a capital asset. Everyone knows that. Okay? Land is a capital asset. So it is not possible for each and every one of them to buy land. Even if today we want to buy a house property, you know how tough it is. Right? So talking of a big quantity of land, okay, or acre or whatever it is, okay. So it is not possible for each and every of them, but some of them are still dependent on agricultural income itself. Okay, so there is now a kind of a, you can say, agreement between landlord and the tenant. Please pay attention. We are not talking of house property. We are not talking of bacho flat or bungalow or and all that. Okay, pay attention. There is a landlord and tenant, and now we are discussing bacho what? Agricultural land. Okay, till here? Agricultural land. Okay, yes, till here? Everybody understood till here? Please pay attention. Now, what is the agreement between the tenant and the landlord? Usually what happens is, now, please pay attention. Now, tenant is supposed to, who owns the land? Barter system, you can say, okay. Who owns the land? Landlord. But he's giving this agricultural land to tenant and he says, okay, you grow crops, whatever you want to do, and give me rent. Now, properly or normally, we decide rent on monthly basis or yearly basis or whatever it is. In our regular house property, we see that for our flats, bungalows, etc. But in case of this agricultural land also, usually the rent is not that way decided as per monthly fixed amount or something like that. Okay, They do it on sharing basis. They do it on sharing basis. What does the landlord say? Okay, this is my land. Okay, but you are going to do all the work. You're going to get the seeds. You're going to cultivate. You're going to properly take care of the produce. You will sell it. You will see all the output, etc. You will sell it, right? And now whatever is the total output from the land, whatever is the total bachcho agriculture output from the land, from that example, I'm just giving you bachcho example, 50% will be kept by the tenant and 50% will be given to the landlord. Now this 50% is given to the landlord as what? It can be money or it can be output. It can be money or it can be this output as well. Are you understanding or no? Yes or no? So even this output can go to the landlord. The agricultural produce can go to the landlord. Understood earlier, everybody? Clear? Fine or not? So rent may not always be in money. It can be in kind as well. Okay, Delia? Done? Fine? All of you understanding or no? Please ask me. Fine, Delia? So money, the amount of agricultural rent can be in money or as well in kind. Okay? By one person from another for right to use land. For right to use land is termed as rent. So rent can be in money or in kind as well for usage of land. Clear till here? Pay attention. Yes, done till here, everybody? Fine. I hope it is clear till here, everybody. There will be lots of theory in this chapter. Practically, we will start later on. So, yeah, you need to have lots of patience for that. Okay? Yes? Let's go ahead. Okay. The rent can either be received by the owner of the land or by the original tenant from the subtenant. Okay, that means what? But please pay attention. There is landlord, you know, and he has given this land to tenant. Fine till here. Who is the income earner in this case? Who is going to earn agricultural income, bacho? The landlord is going to earn agricultural income when the tenant pays him rent. है ना? Rent for what? Agricultural land used for agricultural purposes in India. Correct? Hai? Yes, Chalia. Similarly, bacho, there is also concept of subtenancy. है ना? Subtenancy means what? The tenant sublets it. We say bacho subletting. Sublet. Okay, or subletting. Means the person who has taken it on rent is already giving it now ahead, forwarding it on rent ahead. Okay, I understand till here. Obviously, he'll keep his margin in between. Okay, so this tenant may give it to subtenant. Are you understanding till here? I'm just giving a small example now. Please pay attention. Let us say this is landlord is Mr. A, tenant is Mr. B, and subtenant is Mr. C. Okay. Now, whatever may be the agreement between tenant and landlord, let us say, I'm just giving you an example. He says, I will pay you rupees 10,000 per month. Whatever it might be. And tenant finds one more bakra. Bakra means you can say one more person. And he wants to, you can say, he wants that land on rent. In that case, let us say Mr. B gives it on rent to Mr. C at rupees 12,000 per month. Are you understanding or no? In that case, bacho, rupees 10,000 will be what? Agricultural income of landlord, and rupees 12,000 will also be agricultural income of Mr. B. Is Mr. B owner of the land? Is Mr. B owner of the land? Tell me this. Is Mr. B owner of the land? No. But still, have we used anywhere bacho over here that he has to be owner of the land? It is just saying rent or revenue derived from land situated in India and used for agricultural purposes. That's it. So is Mr. B also earning rent income, bacho? Yes. Is he earning from agricultural land situated in India used for agricultural purposes? Yes. So even in this case, bacho, Mr. B's income will also be agricultural income. Did you understand this or no? Clear till here, everybody? Yes. So this is also agricultural income. I'm writing here, okay? And this is also bacho agricultural income. Yes. Both of it. Clear till here, everybody? Yes or no? Got it? Pakka? It is so easy. Hopefully it was bacho so easy. Clear or not? Done till here? Now some examples are given, बच्चों. What are agricultural income and what are not agricultural income as per some case laws. As per some बच्चों case laws, okay? Case laws decided by court. Please go through this. This is fees, okay? This is fees received for. Check बच्चों. Even this is also rent. This is rent. Some wordings have gone inside. Read it, bachcho. Check the examples because this kind of questions may be asked in MCQ also. Okay, may be asked in MCQ also. Done. Okay, done till everybody. Check. Income derived from sale of seeds is also agricultural income. These are the examples, okay? Because each and everything cannot be defined in section 2(1)(a). That's why this is kind of decided by your court judgments, okay? Sale of seeds is your agricultural income, but sale of fertilizers is sale of fertilizers, bachcho. Your agricultural income? No. Income from growing of flowers and creepers, okay? Whatever. Like all these are your terminologies for your agricultural produce. Rent received from land used for grazing of cattle required for agricultural activities. Okay, those cattle which are used in agricultural activities, to feed them, you are paying rent on a particular land. That rent income will be still agricultural income. Income from growing of bamboo. Now you'll see what all these is this. Bamboo is a tree or not, it is agricultural produce or not, it is what. So again, all these things are decided by the court cases, okay? Court cases, okay? That's why. That is also an agricultural income. Done. Then, fees received for renewal of, for grant of land on lease would be revenue derived from land, okay? So if you're getting some fees for renewal of your lease on a particular land, even that will be considered as agricultural income, okay? So fees for renewal of grant of land on lease, renewal fees, okay? This is your renewal fees. Will be your agricultural income. And what is not agricultural income, bachcho? Income from breeding of livestock. Okay, livestock. Your chicken, etc. All those things. Okay, whatever income you're earning from that. Okay, or sheep, or cows, or buffaloes. That will not be your agricultural income. Poultry farming is clearly again given, not an agricultural income. Okay, fisheries, not an agricultural income. Dairy also not a agricultural income. Keep that in mind. Okay. So livestock, poultry, fisheries, dairy farming are not your agricultural income. Clear? Who decided this, bachcho? The courts have decided it. Okay, keep that in mind. Because again, that will be there. Now, you also tell me, every assessee may try to say, no, that is agricultural income. So it is exempt. But income tax department is going to say, no, that is not an agricultural income. So it is taxable. So the fight kept on going and ultimately it was decided by the courts. And that is what we are learning right now. Okay, what did the court say? What is agricultural and what is not agricultural income? Because you cannot define each and every activity. Yes, Chelio? Clear, everybody? Done? That is your first part. Please keep on commenting in between. Please. Okay, done, everybody? All right. So that is our point number 1. That's it. Agricultural income may arise in any of the following 3 ways. There is actually 4 ways that also we will do. Don't worry. But first one was what, bachcho? Rent from agricultural land situated in India, used for agricultural purposes. That's it. Okay? Done, everybody? Second one. Income derived from agricultural land. Now directly we are going on land. What all we can earn from the land. We are not talking of rent. We have already earned the rent. That was just one of the points. Now we are talking about actual usage of the land by the landlord, you can say. Okay, pay attention. What are income you can derive from the land? By doing some agricultural operations. By doing some agricultural operations, properly producing on the agricultural land. Then process ordinarily employed to render means to make the produce fit. Produce means the output. Fit, that means useful, to be taken to the market. Okay. and sale of such agricultural produce in the market. All these bachcho activities will be considered as what? Agricultural income. You tell me, bachcho, the rice and the wheat which we grow, jowar, bajri, whatever, okay, whatever we grow as such, can you directly eat it? Can you directly eat it, bachcho, as it is from the land? Can you directly eat it? Do we do that? Tell me. No, we don't do that. Okay. So we make that product fit for consumption. Fit means useful, or you can say normal. You know, we'll have to change it. So its structure such that it is now fit for consumption. Right? So what do? You are basically first of all growing that crop, you know. For growing that crop, bachcho, is there some process involved or not? We'll have to flatten that land, we have to clean the land, we'll have to plow the land, we'll have to put the seeds over there, cover it properly, fertilize it, use whatever you have to, right? Take care of it, and then it will grow. You know? So whatever income you're earning from agricultural operations, even that is there. Now once the crop grows, obviously take care of it. Now you're going to cut it. Now you're going to bachcho cut it. Are we again going to use it the crop as it is, as rice or wheat? No. We have to remove the grain from that shaft. You know? We have to remove the grain from the crop. Now the grain is removed. That is one process. Now again the grain is removed. Do we use it as it is? No. At times I don't know, but still we do what? Still, bachcho, majority of us, we clean the grain. We clean the grain, or at times we polish the grain. Most of us still use white rice only, isn't it? But originally it is brown or red or whatever that is. So, but again that process is still involved. Now again we are going to use that grain as it is. No, we are going to pack it properly in your whatever that sacks and all, and then we are going to sell it in the market. So this entire operation, any income is derived from this entire operation, bachcho, that is still considered as agricultural income. Understood, bachcho? So it is not just one single like this that you are getting the agricultural income. It involves lots of things. So what do you mean by, please pay attention, by income from agriculture, land, by doing agricultural operations? What is the meaning of that? Check. Cultivation, growing of a field, you know, that means land, involving human skill and labor on the land, can be broadly termed as agriculture. I mean, this is very basic now. This question will not be asked. Okay. So cultivation, that means you're doing something. Have you played those games, bachcho? Have you played those games? What game we had on that Microsoft computers? Microsoft game we had that. Lord of the Rings. No, that was a movie. That you are given a land and then you grow for agriculture on there. Then you sell that proper crops and all. Then you build your kingdom. That Kings of Empire, something, that game was there. Anyways, but basically what? We were, I hope you know, bachcho, I hope you know, we were hunters, है ना? Our category of human beings earlier, we were, bachcho, what? Hunters. Only 10-15,000 years back, only 10-15,000 years back, we have become what, bachcho? Gatherers. Are you aware of this or not? Gatherers. Okay? That means when we were hunters, as such, we had no place of Clash of Titans. That is not again a movie. No. That Microsoft game is there. No. It used to take lots of hours to Age of Empire. Age of Empire. Correct. Age of Empire. Anyways, fine. Okay, leave it. Okay. So when we were hunters, bachcho, we used to kill animals and you can say take natural produce from trees, forest, whatever, and then keep on traveling only. But when we learned agriculture, then we were at one single location only. I hope you were aware of that. Okay. So then we became gatherers. That means we bought all our food, etc., at one single place, and then we stayed there only. That is how we established our colonies or societies and all of that. Hai na? Yes, Talia. Anyways, let's go ahead. If at all you read a little bit of our human history, this happened only, I think, around 10-15,000 years back only. Before that, there was no concept of agriculture. All right, let's go ahead, everybody. Okay. Agriculture means tilling, sowing of seeds and similar operations. Again, this explanation is given. It involves basic operation and subsequent. Basic means the beginning and subsequent means what, bachcho, later on. Hai na? Basic means what? Those operations by agriculturists which are absolutely necessary for the purpose of effectively raising the produce from the land are known as basic operations. Means what again? Flattening the land, cleaning it, weeding out all that earlier crops, hai na? Plowing it. Subsequent means later on. Operations to be performed after the produce sprouts from the land. Sprouts means what, bachcho? It comes out from the land. Weeding, removing the extra grass, digging properly are subsequent operations. These subsequent operations would be agricultural operations only when taken in conjunction. Conjunction means attached with and as a continuation of basic operations. Okay, so when subsequent are done after basic, then even subsequent will be considered as what which are agricultural operations. Clear till here? Yes. Then what is the second part we are talking about? Check. Process ordinarily employed to render the produce fit to be taken to the market. See, each and every agricultural produce you can think of, you cannot directly sell it in the market. Like I said, rice and grain, you don't buy the crops of rice or crops of wheat, and now you're not yourself going to remove the chaff and the grain from there, and you're not going to clean it. Again, isn't it, guys? All the vegetables directly, we don't use it from the, you can say, land directly. It is made fit for consumption. It is made fit for travel. You can say transport, you know, to be sold. Then you can also think of, let us say, any items which you eat at home. Let us say sugar for that matter. Sugar is a natural produce, but actually it comes from your agricultural produce. The main source is again your agricultural produce. Think of tea, bacho. The daily thing which we have, tea or coffee. Do we buy tea crops or tea plants and use it in our, you can say, kitchen? No, there is a process involved, isn't it? What is the process involved? You grow that tea crops or whatever, coffee, cocoa, beans. I think that it is beans, right? It's a flowers, or you can say beans. Let me talk about tea only. That is much better I know. Isn't it? So you're growing what tea plants. Then after that, you're cleaning them, you're converting them into a paste, then into grains, or you can say whatever dust. Isn't it? So there is a lots of process involved over there as well. Isn't it? And then it is created into a tea powder which we use. Isn't it, guys? But ultimately the tea plant or tea or the tea which we use at home, we call both of them tea only. But the main difference is what? The main source is tea plant, and then here we have tea powder. But again, this entire journey, but it is going to take, you can say, lots of process also, isn't it? Yes, tell you everybody. Clear, eh? Understood till here, bacho? Are you understand till here? Any other example you can think of? Again, all the, you can say, pulses which you use, pulses or lentils, no? Lentils. All the pulses. Again, that is what, bacho? If they are not grown directly like that, what we eat it at home, that is our problem. That is also my problem. I don't understand how it actually looks before it enters my home or before it enters my kitchen. I literally don't know how it originally looks. I am at least at times surprised. Oh, this is that. And we eat something else. The way it is grown and the way which we eat, there's a big difference. Are you understanding? But this entire process is still what, bacho? Agricultural, or you can say operations. Are you understanding here? Yes or no? Tell me, bacho. Are you understanding or no? Quickly tell me. Done? All the spices which we use at home. Maybe we can ground them and make them in powder, or even if we use it as naturally in its whole sense, but still it is grown somehow differently, isn't it, guys? Yes. Everyone done till here? Let's go ahead. Okay. All right. So process ordinarily employed, that means done or used to render the produce fit to be taken to the market. Again, I'm repeating same thing. You can just think of example like rice and wheat. Okay. The income. Okay. Good question, Pushkar. All right. Does it grow from or within land or on shores? But good question. We don't tax it. But good question. Okay, check. Cultivation of a field involving human skill and labor that is there on the land can be broadly termed as agriculture. So like I said, but good question that it is again open for interpretation. We don't naturally grow salt. It is, I don't think so. Anyways, the income from the process employed to render the produce fit to be taken to the market would mean agricultural income. Okay, the process, the income which all you're earning for making the produce. I hope you're understanding the word means what produce means, the output from the agricultural land to be taken to the market. No, transport. Even that will be considered as what? Agricultural income. Check what does it mean. The ordinary process employed to render, to make the produce fit to be taken to market includes thrashing, not thrashing, but again removing it, winnowing, cleaning, drying, crushing, etc. Whatever you are going to do with that produce. Okay, to make it marketable or to be taken into the market, है ना? Yes, Celia. The produce, pay attention now, must retain its original character in spite of the processing, unless there is no market for selling it in that condition. Means what, bachcho? The produce should remain original as it is as much as possible. Means what, bachcho? Rice, wheat. What are you growing? Rice only. What are you growing? Wheat only. What are you selling? Rice and wheat only as such, isn't it? But can we make it marketable by selling the crops itself? No. There is no market for rice crop or wheat crop. Are you understand, Leo? Clear to you, everybody? Yes? So we have to make it, there is no market as such for tea plants directly, right? Everybody tell you? Yes? Pay attention. If marketing process is performed on a produce which can be sold in its raw form, okay? Originally as it is, raw form, income derived therefrom is partly agricultural and partly business, or you can say non-agricultural income, okay? If marketing is involved, okay, on a produce which can be sold in raw form, the marketing process will be what, bachcho? It will be considered as what? Partly agricultural and partly non-agricultural. Whenever we say bachcho non-agricultural, it will see means what? Business income. Clear to everybody? Okay. And third part, still we are talking about what, bachcho? We're still talking about bachcho what? Agricultural land, okay? Income derived from agricultural land, okay? Check. Sale of such agricultural produce in the market. Check. Where is it? Sale of such agricultural produce in the market. Pay attention. Any income from the sale of any produce to the cultivator, whoever is growing it, or receiver of rent in kind, okay, is agricultural income, provided it is from the land situated in India and used for agricultural purposes. This we have already seen that lots of time, bachcho. Yes or no? So it will be agricultural income only if you are selling the produce. Produce means output from an agricultural land used for agricultural purposes and it is situated in India. Yes or no? The same thing we had also seen, bachcho, in case of rent income as well. Yes? Clear? Alright, Leo? How to differentiate the process? Again, from case to case basis. It all depends from case to case basis. There is no standard answer. You have to look at the earlier judgments. You have to do you have to read lots of case laws relating to a particular, you can say, area. That is how you can only understand. There is no standard answer for that. Okay? Check. If the produce, pay attention now. If the produce is subjected to any process other than process ordinarily employed to make the produce fit for the market. Process, pay attention. Process now here means little bit different. Other than normal process, okay, to make the produce fit for the market, okay, please pay attention. This is a very, very nice and great example. You can say classic example. This is land, okay, and these are my crops. I'm purposely making them very straight crops, okay. And what kind of crops are those, bachcho? They are my sugarcane crops. Sugarcane crops, correct? Tell you, bachcho. Do we use sugarcane in our home, bachcho, directly or indirectly? We are not directly using sugarcane, but we are indirectly, bachcho, using sugarcane, bachcho. How? On regular basis, daily basis, bachcho. Everywhere, wherever we see, at least the first and foremost is your jaggery, right? Good, yeah? Jaggery. Okay, we in Marathi or here we call it good, no? Correct? Good or good in Hindi. Jaggery, correct? But again, jaggery again it depends from home to home. If not used that much, but still we have it in our homes. But if not jaggery, we are addicted now to what, bachcho? Sugar. Yes. Yes or no? All of you understand till here, bachcho? Everyone tell me quickly. Yes or no? Hmm? Hmm. Now you tell me, bachcho, you tell me. Do you grow jaggery on agricultural land? Do you grow sugar on agricultural land? Tell me this. Tell me this. Do common people, as such, let us say common people, do they use sugar cane in their homes to make something sweet? This is very important now. This is a very nice or important discussion happening now. Do I buy sugar cane, small cubes, sugar cane, and then I put them in my tea or my coffee or my sweets, wherever I want to use, wherever I want to sweeten it? Do I do that? Tell me this. Do we do that? No, we don't do that. Now please pay attention. Please pay attention. Let us say there is a farmer who is growing sugar cane. है ना? Now again, he is going to sell, bachcho. Please pay attention. Huh? This entire subject, income tax, is from income earner's point of view. So the person who we are talking about is going to earn income is what you have to keep in mind. Okay? Please pay attention now. Okay. The farmer or grower, whatever you want to call him, he is going to sell, first of all, sugar cane, let us say. Okay? Sugar cane. Right, Ilya? Everyone okay, Ilya? So he's going to grow sugarcane crops. Again, is he going to directly sell sugarcane crops as it is? No. He will cut it. He will remove that whatever extra, whatever that you have on top of it or whatever extra, you know what it is. You cut it properly. You make it a little bit cleaner and then transport it and sell it. So this cutting, removing that extra, whatever you have on the sugarcane sides and on top, removing that, properly cutting them, that is your normal process. That is what your normal process. Hi, Anna. And that is sugarcane you are growing and sugarcane you are selling. Sugarcane you are growing and sugarcane you are selling. Yes or no? So that is fine. That is your bachcho normal basic process. Isn't it, bachcho? Cleaning, winnowing, then all of that, and crushing, drying, whatever it might be. This is your ordinary process. Growing of sugarcane crops and selling sugarcane is normal process by just cutting extra whatever you may have on the sugarcane crops. Are you understanding or no? Let us see. No, these are my sugarcane crops. Wow, I'm so much involved in the drawing now. Please pay attention. And these extra you have, something like this. Extra, isn't it, bacho? This looks like cactus now. That is different now. Yes, everybody. Can you see it? So we're going to properly clean it, cut it properly, and then you are going to sell the sugarcane crops. Everyone okay till here? Okay? That is ordinary process. But now please pay attention. The person who is going to sell jaggery, or the person who is going to sell sugar, is that directly agricultural income? Tell me this. Are you understanding my question, bacho? The person, it is looking like cactus only. I know. The person who is going to earn income by selling jaggery or earn income by selling sugar, is it bacho agricultural income? Are you understanding my question, bacho? All of you, right? Kids, oh kids, tell me. All of you understood or no? Got it earlier, everybody? My question to you, yeah? This is not directly agricultural income. This is not directly agricultural income. Okay, Delia? Now you tell me what you have to do. This sugarcane, crops. Please pay attention. Sugarcane crops is my input. Isn't it, bacho? Then I'm going to clean it, cut it, whatever I'm going to use it. We're going to properly put some, you can say, industrial process on it, and my jaggery, let us say, or sugar is going to be my output. Isn't it, guys? Is going to be my output. Yes, everybody, all of you understand it here? So jaggery and sugar Is it directly agricultural produce? It is not directly agricultural produce. Sugarcane crops, bachcho, is agricultural produce. Yes, this is my agricultural produce. This is my agricultural produce. Are you understanding or no? So if the farmer sells only sugarcane crops, it is 100% agricultural income. But if a person is selling sugar or jaggery, it is not 100% agricultural income. Why? Because you applied some process over here, which is not an ordinary process to make the goods marketable. Because the market is for sugar or jaggery as such, okay? So to convert the sugar cane into sugar or convert the sugar cane into jaggery, this involves some not normal process, which is not a normal process. That is the reason the income which you're earning from sugar or jaggery will be partly agricultural income and partly bachcho business income, or you can say non-agricultural income. Did you understand this or no? Are you understanding bachcho? This is my industry, for example. This is my factory. In this, you obviously might be knowing the sugarcane factories, no? So for a sugarcane factory, the input is sugarcane crops, and the output may be jaggery or sugar. And obviously, you might be knowing that there are still lots of chemical and other processes involved for converting of sugarcane into sugar or jaggery. Did you understand this or no? Have you any of you visited any time this factory where it is converted? It smells very different over there. I have had a very raw sugar cane. You have to put a little bit of lemon in that and then only you can have it. Otherwise, it's not that safe also at times. Okay, tell you everybody. Got it? Let's go ahead, everybody. Anybody any other doubt? Let's go ahead. Yes? Okay? Sure. Done? Did you understand what is happening over here? Clear or not? The same thing, all these examples, but the same thing will happen in what? Tea, coffee. Okay? Acha. Tea, coffee. Acha. Then there is also rubber plant. Rubber plant. But you tell me now, there's a little bit of general knowledge also. The tires which are there in your bike or car. Hello Pawan, good morning. TYRE, tires. Okay? Which are there in your what? Bikes or cars, the tires. Obviously, you know the tires are made from whatever that sulfuric acid and all that we used to study in school also, no? This treatment, that treatment. But the base is what, bacho? Rubber. Hai na? Whatever your eraser or whatever it might be, there the base is what? Rubber. Have you seen a rubber plant, by the way? Have you seen a bacho rubber plant, by the way? I think we can see it over here, no? There's something different only. Yeah, something like this, you know. And from that, I think you remove its own, you can say whatever that, we call it as cheek as such, but some that substance, and from that you create that tires, you know. See, check over here. You can see where it is being collected from that tree. If at all, you can check from these examples. Something like this, you know. Can you see that? Yes. So from the tree, they have done some cuttings on the tree, and that they are collecting that whatever that liquid types, and from that they are using it in the manufacturing of tires. Right, Ilya? Everyone got it, Ilya? Bowl for collection of latex. We call it as latex also. Latex. Yes. Clear? I hope you understand, Ilya. Got it, everybody? So again, these are lots of examples which you can think of. Now, growing up the rubber plant or tree is agricultural income. But when you're converting that latex, or you can say the inside of the tree, into proper tires or rubbers or whatever, the tire. Now, by selling of the tire, bacho, That will be what? Obviously partly agriculture and partly non-agricultural income. Why partly it is agriculture? Because it is natural produce. Because some part of it is natural produce, the latex or the rubber, main you can say liquid. But that only liquid is not going to make your tire, no. So the other normal process, the other in fact not so normal process which you are going to use in the factories. So that is a combination of both, na? Natural as well as unnatural, let us say. Natural produce or natural process as well as unnatural process. The combination of both is going to make tire, and the main income is by selling of the tire. Are you understanding or no? Did you understand? So persons who are selling tea or coffee or sugar or jaggery or tires, they are earning the main income. That main output has some part of agricultural output, or you can say agricultural process, or you can say completely natural, and some part of it is also bacho factory process or business process. That is the reason, if at all, let us say if you're selling a tire, I'm just giving you an example. If you're selling a tire at rupees 100, again I'm just giving you an example, some part of it or majority of the part of it, 60, let us say 60 percentage will be from, it is a rubber part, and 40 may be your chemical part. Are you understanding? Chemical, you can say industrial process. Did you understand this or no? Now in that case, Bacho, you tell me which will be exempt. 60 will be exempt or 40 will be exempt. 60 was Bacho agri and 40 was Bacho your business process. So the seller is going to say that, okay, I sold it for rupees 100. I sold it for rupees 100. My 60 will be Bacho exempt and 40 will be taxable. Did you understand this or no? Isn't it now this interesting, Bacho? Isn't it now this interesting? Hai na? Isn't it, guys? Got it, everybody? Yes or no? Done? So these interesting things we have to understand and know. Clear till you? Have you written in a notebook, Bacho? Have you written in a notebook new chapter name? Yes, all of you? Okay. Fine. I hope, Oman, you are comfortable in English. All right. Let's go ahead, everybody. Okay. Please pay attention. If the produce is subjected to any process other than process ordinarily employed to make the produce fit for market, the income arising on sale of such produce, would be partly agri and partly bacho non-agri. Are you understanding here? Because why? Because you used a process other than the normal process. Simple examples. Right now I'm just giving you rubber, tea, coffee, sugar, jaggery, all of whatever you can think of. Clear till you, everybody? Yes? Any other example you can think of when you're converting some agricultural produce into some, using some lots of chemical process or business process or industry process, you're converting that agricultural into day-to-day use or whatever use we can think of, but it is still natural. Honey is still natural, which we don't use. Honey is still natural. We have to see that. Okay, fine. Anyways, now check. We will refer to rule and sub-rule 7 for apportionment. Bacho. Okay. Are you talking of liquor now? Is liquor, Bacho, example of your agricultural income, huh? The base is what? Grains and all. Fermented grains. Hai na? That is just an input. No. Anyways. Okay. For apportionment between agri and business income. Okay. When I say business, it means what? Non-agri income. Where is given, Bacho? How much is agri and how much is business? Are you understanding the question? How much is agri and how much is business? That is the main question. That bifurcation is given in rules. Did you understand or no, everybody? Huh? Clear? Understood? Good. I have not yet come to the third part. So we have understood right now, Bacho, the main two sources of agricultural income. What is the first one? Rent or revenue derived from your agricultural land situated in India and used for agricultural purpose. That is point number 1. Okay, and all the things you understood about it. Second, income derived from agricultural land. It can be by agricultural operations, process normally employed, and then sale of agricultural produce in the market. And third, we have not yet seen. Okay, so have patience for that. Alright, till here. And now we said that to apportion means what, bacho? To bifurcate between agri and non-agri. Are you understanding or no my question? See, if I sell sugar at 100, if I sell, let us say, tea powder, let us say at 100, if I sell my tire at 100, it includes both na agri as well as non-agri. So how much is agri and how much is non-agri? This is given where, bacho? In rule 7, which we are going to learn now. Did you understand it here, all of you? Yes. Okay. Clear? Good. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. All right, Elia? Good. Check rule 7. Apportionment in certain cases. Rule 7, 7A, 7B, and 8. Okay? Check. Obviously, I hope you don't please get confused between Income Tax and Companies Act rules. Okay? So rules are given. These all things are given in the rules. The apportionment between agri and non-agri. Okay? Done till here? Chalo. I'll just go through the other rules first and then I'll come to rule 7. What does rule 7A say, bacho? What is the rule from 7A? Please pay attention. Income from growing and manufacturing of rubber. Okay, you're selling what, bacho? Rubber, not rubber plant. You're selling bacho what? Rubber, not rubber plant. Okay, clear hai? In that case, what does the income tax rule say? How much is business income, bacho? Business income is 35% and agricultural income is bacho 65%. Are you understanding or no? It is given as a percentage. So even if you're selling at 1 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, 1 lakh or 10,000 rupees, whatever, out of that 35% will be considered as business income. That is taxable. Yes or no? And 65% will be bacho agricultural income. That is not taxable. Are you understanding here? That is how we are going to apportion it. Yes? Got it? That means by selling of rubber, what is the majority component, bacho? The process, manufacturing or business process is more important or natural is more important. You will see the apportionment. 65% is natural and 35% is business is what the apportionment given by the income tax rules. Yes or no? Clear? Okay, so 7A is for rubber. 7B, sub rule 1. Income from growing and manufacturing of coffee. Grown and cured. Cured means cleaned by seller but in India. Grown and cured. So growing and curing also has to be done. In curing again is a process on the coffee. Okay. Yes, Celia? And cured in India. Okay. So growing and curing in India. 75% of it is natural. Understood as natural. And 25% as bacho what? Business process or you can say chemical or manufacturing process. So 25% will be bacho business. So it will be taxable. 75% is agriculture bacho. So it will not be taxable. Are you understanding or no? Please tell me this quickly. This percentage, are you understanding or no? Yes? This column is business bacho, theek hai na? And this is agri. Clear till here? Okay till here, everybody? Done? Okay? Let's go ahead. Fine. 7B2. Now please check it. Okay? Please pay attention now. Income from growing and manufacturing coffee, grown, cured, roasted. You roast the coffee beans also. And grounded. Okay? By the seller in India. With or without mixing. Chicory. Chicory again is a flower, bacho. It gives you some taste in the coffee. Some different taste. So to add or not to add that taste, chicory may or may not be added. Or other flavoring ingredients. With or without that extra flavors. Now again, you get lots of different types of coffees, no? Different flavors of coffee. Okay? So that may or may not be mixed, but if at all you'll understand it, you are making out of coffee something, very much customized coffee. You're growing, curing, even roasting it, you're making it better, no? You're making it, you can say again, more cleaner, more more filtered, more purified, more best taste you're getting over here. Better taste. And then you can add some flavors also into it. Yes? So basically, are you keeping coffee or coffee as it is? No. You're using lots of now business or manufacturing process or chemicals in it to make it now more customized or more, you can say, attractive for the customers, right? That means you're going away and away from the original coffee. You can say basic coffee. Yes. So grown, cured, roasted, and grounded by the seller in India. But again, what bachcho? In India. Just give me 2 minutes break, bachcho. We are live or not? Tell me now again. Yeah. Fine. All right. Let's go ahead, everybody. Please comment somebody. All right. Let's go ahead, everybody. See, for coffee beans, again you're growing a coffee plant, yeah, है ना? You again growing a coffee plant. Again from coffee plant you'll have to again get those beans and then sell it. But still, it is both. Okay, you're not selling the plant as it is. There will be process for that. Okay. So check. Please pay attention. I was telling about 7B2. I was telling about 7B2. So we are making it more customized. We are making it more, you can say, different from a regular coffee or natural coffee as it is. You know, roasting it, grinding it. We may or may not add your flavors. In that case, they say what's what. So check. In that case, 60% is agri and 60% is agri and 40% is business. Yes or no? Now, are you understanding a little bit or of your little bit of, you can say, analysis over here? Why from 7B1 and 7B2? Why the difference of increase of this 15%? I mean, 15% means why there is basically increase. That business is instead of 25%, it is 40% now. Because bachcho, the process involved in this, the manufacturing process involved in this is higher. It is what bachcho? Higher. Are you understanding here? Okay. That is the reason now we are saying that it is more of now business income and lesser of agricultural income. This is what you have to understand a little bit logically or practically. So whenever you are considering between coffee, and if it says it is also roasted, it is grounded, flavors may be added, then you have to understand it is a higher business income and lower agricultural income compared to your normal coffee. Normal coffee means what you just grown and cured in India. Clear? Done till here? And last but not least, 8. Income from growing and manufacturing of tea. Okay? Tea, whatever now tea which we use, 60% is agri and 40% is bachcho business income. Clear till here? Now are you understanding why do we have this chapter? Because even if we are getting tea at our home, and even if it is as such natural, but still lots of process is involved into it, no bachcho, isn't it? Lots of process is involved into it. That's why they are now differentiating between agri and non-agri. Clear till here, everyone? Done? Yes? Yes or no? Okay till here? Now, please pay attention. The net profit is bifurcated in the given ratio. Now, what do you mean by net profit, bachcho? That means, please pay attention. If I am selling tea, okay, please pay attention, tea at rupees 100, okay, this is just a normal example. This is my selling price. Will I bifurcate rupees 100 into 60-40 or what? No. I will reduce all my expenses. Everything, all my expenses. Let us say whatever. My expenses, let us say 50. Example, okay? Now my net profit is what, bachcho? Rupees 50. And this net profit now will be bifurcated into 60 and 40, 30, 20, whatever it will come to. You know? Did you understand or no? So net profit is bifurcated into what, show? Business, in that case what, 40%, that is what, 20, no? Correct? Rupees 20. And agricultural is 60%, that is rupees 30. Did you understand this? In that case, obviously, this will be taxable and agri will be what, exempt. Rupees 30 will be exempt. Are you understanding or no, everybody? Clear till here? Simple? Nothing great over here? Okay, done? Pakka? Jhagas, ekdam jhagas. And now, so at least now tell me, bachcho, rubber how much? 35-75. Coffee, normal coffee, 40-60. Normal coffee, sorry, 25-75. Then you can say premium coffee 40-60, correct? And this what tea is again 40-60. Okay. See, even if you remember just one side of the percentage, remaining is just balancing. Keep that in mind. No? Keep that in mind. So you can see you can always buy heart. Agri is how much? You can always buy heart, but agri is how much? Rubber 65, normal coffee 75, premium coffee 60, and tea also 60. Clear? That is agri. So balance will be your business. Right, everybody? Done? Yes. Let's go ahead. Okay. One more income. Fourth income. Third, I have not yet gone into. Okay, I'll just read the name for you. First type of agricultural income was what? Rent. Second, from agricultural land, operations done on agricultural land. Third, income from farm building. Income from what, bacho? Farm building. Yes. And fourth, bacho, is what you have to see. I'm giving it separately. Please pay attention. Income derived from sapling or seedlings. Okay, saplings, small plants, or seedlings, small seeds. That's why we said, even seeds, selling of seeds is also agricultural income. Grown in a nursery would be deemed to be agricultural income, whether or not the basic operations were carried out on land. Very famous case law was there. Pay attention. Somewhere we saw, bacho, in your definition of agriculture. Agriculture means tilling of the land, sowing of the seeds, and similar operations. Isn't it, guys? Cultivation of a field. Now, please pay attention. Please pay attention. When I say, bacho, land and soil, are they the same thing? Land and soil, or you can say mud or sand or whatever you can think of. Are they the same thing, bacho? No. So earlier, what was the, you can say, scenario, that it was understood as that whatever grows on land only, okay, whatever grows on land only will be considered as what? Agricultural income. Yes. But then, when you take out some soil out of it, you understand soil, no? Obviously. When you take out some soil out of it, small soil, okay, small soil part, whatever, and you put them in a small, you can say again, what do you call them? Mugs or vase or vase, no, whatever, pots, okay, in plastic or however, okay, kundi, we call it as kundi, whatever you call it over here in Marathi also, no? Okay, tell you, pots as such, isn't it, bacho? And this now pots, maybe hanging pots, okay, maybe hanging pots, or they may be on a terrace also, or it can be anywhere, okay? And now in those pots, are you understanding what I'm telling you? You are growing some trees or saplings or whatever. Yes or no? You understand earlier? Now, did you grow that plant or saplings on land or on soil? You have grown that sapling on a bacho, in bacho soil, not on land. So there was an argument, or there was a question, that this activity, okay, of growing or selling of saplings or plants on soil, in mud as such, okay, on terrace or even hanging, it is not done on land. Is that agricultural income? The court said yes. How does it matter if this is not land? It still involves, everything is natural process. It is still completely, bacho, as such natural process. You are just making it very much comfortable. Instead of doing it on land, you are doing it in small parts of soil or mud, okay, and making it marketable. How does it matter that you have to grow only on land? Are you understanding, bacho? So even nursery income, this is one of the best things you should understand now. My personal interest, nursery income, exempt. You can see lots of nurseries on highways or outskirts of your city. Exempt, 100% exempt. Wow. Yes. So if at all tomorrow you want to have some extra income, you are interested in investments, open a nursery in the name of somebody in your home who is not earning. Again, I'm saying not as some kind of a comment, but maybe let us say, usually in our families, mothers are usually homemakers, so there is nothing extra business in their name, so you can do that. Even your mom will feel proud, even your mother will feel proud, that you have, you can say, incorporated, or you can say created a nursery in her name, and let her earn that income. And that, again, that income is also tax free. What else you want? I understand, Leo. So check, what does it say? Income derived from saplings or seedlings grown in a nursery would be deemed to be bachcho agriculture income, whether or not, okay, the basic operations were carried out on land. Did you understand this? Such a nice thing. Clear, everybody? Done? Okay, everyone? Everyone okay till here? Done till here, everybody? Yes? Done, everybody? Cool. So please write down, okay? We'll do one question now. Please write down in the notebook now, something like this. Let me first write down, then you see, but please start writing now. Agricultural income will be of 4 types. Please write down this. Only if it is agricultural income, bachcho, that is exempt. Please keep this in mind. Don't get lost in the technicalities, in the wordings. Only if it is bachcho agricultural income, it will be exempt. There are 4 actually, 4 ways. In diagram I have shown you 3, but actually bachcho now 4th one also we have seen. Okay. Yes, Pushkar, please do the needful. Even I am interested. I'll become partner, okay? Or I can invest. Let's do that, but I'm serious. Let's do that. Okay. Nursery. I'm just writing in short, okay? Nursery income. Okay, income from nursery. Okay, Delio? Then third one we had, which was farm building. Income from farm building. First one we had, which was rent. Okay. Rent from agricultural land. I'm writing in short now. When I write dot dot dot, it means something is continued, है ना? Agricultural land situated in India, used for agricultural purposes. And the second was what from your income derived from agricultural land. Income derived from agricultural land. Okay, what wordings have they used properly? With some, where are you? Operations, no? By agricultural operations. Clear till here? Income derived from agricultural land. That is what we'll just write. Just now we'll just write down that much only. Okay. Anybody, if you want my pen drives or video lectures, please let me know. Okay. You can contact me on this number. Right now my website is on maintenance, so it is stopped. But you can contact me here or Google or anywhere. I'll help you with the video lectures also. Okay. Or joining my batch for November 21. Done till here, everybody? Done? Income derived from agricultural land. So there are 4 ways by which in fact you can earn agricultural income, and in those 4 ways it is also exempt. Clear or not? See, I told you, there is always some benefit of learning income tax. You know? Done, everybody? Okay. Cool. Done. Okay, everyone, done till here? Okay. Let's go ahead now. So these are the 4 ways by which you can earn agricultural income for income tax, and it is also exempt. So let's do some questions now. Come on. Let's write down. Tony, not Kakkar, okay? Not Tony Kakkar. Chalo. Question number 16. Everybody ready? Ready, steady, for 3.8. Page number 3.8. Okay? NDM. I should write now my name. No, NDM notes. Hai na? NDM. Wow. Alright, everybody ready? Chalo. Let's check. Mr. Tony has estates. Estates means lots of property. In rubber, tea and coffee. Very big man. Tony Stark. Hai na? He derives income from them. He has also a nursery. Wow. So much things he is doing. Wherein he grows and sells plants. Okay? No problem. For the previous year ending 31/3/21. Yes. For the previous year ending 31/3/21, he furnishes the following particulars of his sources of income from estates and sale of plants. You are requested to compute taxable income. or for the assessment year 21-22. Yes, clear? Now, you is furnishing particular sources of income. Now, please understand his sources of income. We are assuming or normally falling under net profits. Okay, directly bachcho net profits. Manufacturing of rubber. Okay, or you can say selling of rubber. Rupees 5 lakhs. Manufacturing coffee grown and cured only 3.5 lakhs. No grounding, roasting, nothing. Manufacturing of tea bachcho 7 lakhs. And sale of plants from nursery rupees 1 lakh. Understood, Leo? Iron Man to farmer. That is the dream of every person, no? Yes. Retire early, earn lots, retire early and do farming. Be in nature. Wow. My dream will be to, you can say, grow lots of grapes, है ना? Black grapes, green grapes, and use those grapes and drink it in farm itself, है ना? Natural, एकदम everything natural, है ना? Make our own grape juice. Okay, done till here, everybody? Okay. Chalo, question number 16. Everybody okay till here? What are we going to do, bachcho? We are requested to compute taxable income. Taxable will be what, bachcho? Business income or agri income? What will be taxable? Business income or agri income, bachcho? Business income will be taxable. Clear till here? Agri income will be exempt. Okay, chalo, write down. Computation of. Everyone ready? Computation of taxable income of. Write down. Chalo. Yeah. So much fun. Crushing the grapes in wooden barrel. Correct. Dancing on it. You know. Computation of taxable income of Mr. Tony. Okay. For AY 21-22. Okay. For AY 21-22. Okay. Done till here? Chalo. I hope PY you knowing it is 2021. Hai na? Alright. Let's go ahead, everybody. Let's go. Particulars. Pay attention now. 2 columns. Business income and agri income. Business means also what, bachcho? Non-agri income. I am writing in short. Non-agri income. Okay, and please write down those notation, rupees. And last we have, bachcho, agri income, obviously. Agri income. Clear? Rupees. Yes? Done till here? Okay, cool. Everyone ready till here? Done? And obviously we'll go now one by one. Do you have the notes or not? Please tell me, bachcho. Do you have the notes or not? Let's go ahead, everybody. Chalo, ready? Done? Point number 1, or the first income which they have told us. What it is? Manufacture of rubber. Rupees 5 lakhs. Pay attention. Manufacture of rubber. Okay. Okay. Using which rule now? Using rule number. Was it 7A, bachcho, for rubber? It was the initial, no? Check. In the note, check. Using rule 7A. Yes. For rubber, bachcho, it is 7A. If you remember, well and good. If you don't, then just write down around rule 7. Okay. If you remember, well and good. If you don't, then please don't write down anything else. But okay, using rule 7A. Tell me, bachcho, the total net profit is what? 5 lakhs. How much will be, bachcho, business income? Check. It is 35%. Please write down here. %35% of 5 lakhs, and obviously this will be like common sense now. This will be 65% of rupees 5 lakhs. Yes, everyone, are you understanding or no? Again, common sense, majority will always be your agri income. Majority of the percentage, a portion will be your, bachcho, agri income. Give me the figures. Give me the figures. Business or non-agri बच्चों 1.75, yes or no? And this 325, correct? Balance 3,25,000. Clear till here? Yes or no? Second, are all of you understanding or no? Please tell me quickly. Everything is okay? Speed, everything, calculations. Are you understanding? Yes, till here? Fine. Second one. What is my second income? Tony. I'll just tick mark over here because you have done no 16. You're doing 16. Manufacture of coffee and grown and cured. Okay, manufacture of coffee grown and cured. Write down. Have they given you grounded, roasted? No. Then using which rule, bachcho? Using rule 7A1. Yes or no? Tell me. Or 7B. It is 7B1. Correct? Eh? Check. It is 7B1. Yes. 7B1. Using rule 7B1. है ना? This is a normal coffee. Correct? Eh? 7B1 again. What is my percentage? 7B1, bachcho. What is my percentage again? 25-75. Isn't it? 25%. And this is 75%. Yes, check. Of how much? What is my net profit for that? 3.5 lakhs. Okay, 3,50,000. Chalo, do it. $3,50,000. Okay, Delia? Give me the figures. Half of half, no? 175. Correct? And then what again is half? Is how much? 62, 72. What? 87,500. Okay, chalo. 87,500. Correct? This will balance what? 3.5 minus 87,500 is 262,500. Alright, done till here? Clear, everyone? Done? Third, manufacture of tea. Using which rule? Using rule 8. बराबर है? It is 40-60. I hope you remember now. It is 40-60. बराबर है? T is rule 8, 40 and 60. 40 is my business income. %40 of 7 lakhs, okay? And agri is 60% of 7 lakhs, okay? Seven fours are 20, so 2,80,000 बच्चों, correct है? Will be business, and 7 says 42, 4,20,000 will be my agri. Clear? Yes. All right. Let's go ahead, everybody. And last but not the least, but tell me quickly. Sale of plants from nursery. Write down. Sale of plants from nursery. Sale of plants from nursery. How much, bachcho? What will be the apportionment? Tell me. Sale of plants from nursery. Very good. It will be 100% bachcho agricultural income. It is entirely agricultural income. 100% exempt. Yes. How much? 1 lakh rupees. Give me subtotals. Business is how much, bachcho? 175 plus 87,500 plus 2,80,000. It comes to 500 to 500. Correct, everybody? And over here, how much? 325 plus 262 500 plus 420 plus 1 lakh is 11 lakh 7,500. Yes, Celia? Therefore, taxable income is rupees what, bachcho? 5 lakh 42,500. Yes. And exempt income under which section, bachcho? Exempt income under section 10(1). Exempt is how much? Rupees 11 lakh 7,500. Yes, Tilio. Got it? All right. Are the figures correct, bachcho? Tell me quickly. Figures are correct. Everything is okay. Did you calculate on your own? Yes or no? Okay. Let's go ahead. So let's go ahead. Fine, good. So question number now 18. Kind of simple, easy, chillax, है ना? Good. Question number now 18. Chalo, 18. Miss Vivitha. Again, we have Vivitha in Russian status also. Here also we have. ROR in India. ROR, resident and ordinary resident in India. That we had covered. Okay. Has derived following income from various activities relating to plantations and estates owned by her during the previous year ending 30/3/2021. Check what all she's income, what all income she has. Income from centrifuged latex processed from rubber plants grown in Darjeeling, rupees 3 lakhs. Okay, these are all obviously your net profits. Okay. Income from sale of coffee grown in Munnar, Kerala, wow, 1 lakh. Income from sale of coffee grown, cured, roasted and grounded in Burma. Sale consideration received in Hyderabad, 2.5 lakhs. Income from sale of tea grown and manufactured in Assam, 4 lakhs. Income from sapling and seedling grown in a nursery in Ernakulam. Basic operations were not carried out on land. Obviously, it is nursery, but it is 80,000. Okay. Compute business income and agricultural income of Miss Vivitha. All right, Tilia, bachcho, done. Sure. The format you know already, so it is going to be the same thing. So right now, computation of all of you ready till your Competition of business and agri income. Competition of business and agri income. Of Miss Vivitha, whatever, for AY 21-22. Correct, Leo? Again, same format, we are going to do particulars, business income, and then agricultural income. Clear? Fine. First one. I'm writing in short, okay? Income from rubber. Using which rule, bachcho? Rule 7A, right? The profits on rubber is bachcho 3 lakhs. So I wanted to do it on your own actually. I hope you can see the numbers properly. I'll just write down the format. The remaining format, I'll do that. I want to do it on your own, okay? So second, I'm writing from income from coffee. This is normal coffee, obviously. I hope you can see the numbers on the screen, no, bachcho? Correct? Hai? Let me check in landscape mode. Yeah, I think you can see that. Correct. And use better quality. Let us see if I use. Okay, it is the best quality right now. Fine. Yeah, you can use it. Come on, guys. Chalo, try. Income from coffee. Third is what, bachcho? Income from coffee grown cured. Income from, I'm writing again income from coffee only. Okay? And income from tea. I'm writing short again. Income from tea. And then income from nursery. Okay? Point number 5. And then obviously write down total over here. You know? Everyone, simple till here? Total. Yeah? So give me your figures now. Everybody, give me your figures. Come on, guys. I hope you're solving. Okay, I have given this to you to do it on your own. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Where is my calculator? Yes, good, good. Come on, guys. Solve on your own. Come on, come on. All of you. I can see many of you live, but all of you are not commenting. Okay, only hardly few of you are commenting. I want all of you to comment. I have given you the format. I have also shown you the numbers. So try on your own, bachcho. Try on your own. Sorry. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, guys. Tell me. You can obviously only calculate one part, so that other part is just balancing figure. So you can just also focus on one thing also, no, right? If at all you want to give answer quickly. Okay. Hmm. Anybody else? At least I want a couple of answers so that we can compare. Come on, guys. The balancing I understand. We can give only one single figure is also okay. Even if you give me business income or agriculture income is fine. Give me. Come on, anyone else? Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Anurag, Trupti, anybody else? Manoj? Hmm. Pawan? Come on, guys. No one else? Come on, at least give me a try. Come on! All of you, come on, yeah. Rubber, no problem over here, bachcho. It is 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs what? 35% and 65%. Okay, I'm writing in figures. 35% of rupees 3 lakhs. So obviously this is 65% of rupees 3 lakhs. Right, Delia? It comes to 1,05,000 and 1,95,000. Alright, Delia? Done? Income from coffee grown in Munnar, Kerala. Alright, Delia, normal coffee. So almost 25 and 75, no? 25%. 25% of 1 lakh and 75% of rupees 1 lakh. करेक्ट है 25,000 and 75,000. Clear? Done. Income from coffee. Income from coffee. Income from sale of coffee grown, cured, roasted, and grounded in Burma. Oh, Balma, you made a mistake, Balma. Burma is not in India. Sale considered received in Hyderabad. That is okay. The source is outside India. It was received in India. This is Indian income which we have seen. That is okay. It is taxable in the hands of Vivita. That is also okay. But it is not an agricultural income. Okay? Write down. Not an agricultural income since processed. What bacho? Outside India. That's why it is 100% what? Business income. Yes or no? Did you understand? Most of you make mistakes over here. 2,50,000. Okay? Done till here, everybody? This was what income from coffee was, rule 7B1, no? This coffee will not use rule 7B2 because it is 100% business income. Why? Because it is not agricultural income. Why? Because it is not done in India. Are you understanding this or not here now? Clear? Income from tea using rule 8. Again check tea is done in India or not. Income from sale of tea grown and manufactured in Assam. Yes, India. So using rule 8. Correct? Eh? 40, 60. I'm writing in short over here. 40% of what? 4 lakhs. And 60% of rupees 4 lakhs. Clear everyone? Okay to your? Yes or no? Done? There's 1,60,000 and 2,40,000. Done? And last but not the least, this nursery in India, and that is completely online. This is 100% your agri income. This 100% of your agricultural income is 80,000. Give me total now, all of you. Chalo. Whoever are live right now, please give me answers. Yeah, I don't want only a couple of students answering. Okay. Let's go ahead. Okay. So how much is business बच्चों? 1,05,000 plus 25, 130. Then 2,50,000, 380 I think. 380 plus 160 something, na? 4 or 5. 5,40,000. Is it correct? And agri income is बच्चों 5,90,000. Is it correct? Check now. Okay. Done till here. Therefore, taxable income, or you can say taxable, or you can say business income, is rupees 5,40,000. And exempt income under section 10(1) will be rupees what bacho? 5,90,000. Done till here. That is right now for today's lecture. Again, we'll continue maybe in the next half. We will take one more lecture later. Okay? Done? Anybody any doubt till now? Nothing? Let's write in one note over here. Income from coffee processed outside India income from coffee processed outside India is 100% business income since apportionment, Pushkar, yes, since apportionment is not applicable. Yes, since apportionment is not applicable. All right, bachcho, fine. Please like the video. Please share the video with all of your friends. Join me on Telegram. If at all you want my video lectures, please ask me at this number. All right, Tilia. Or you want to join my batch for November 21 live batches, please again ask me at this number. I'll help you out. All right. Chalo guys, see you in the next lecture. Take care. Cha cha. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead. Tata. Bye 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 bye.